Well, with 20-degree temperatures, actually even lower than that with the wind chill today, it's about a week away, actually a little less than a week, and it's going to be spring in Michigan. So for now, it has to push a lot of this white stuff out of the system and bring in more of the green stuff in warmer temperatures. So let's go back to the Hey, partner, that's finally coming full circle. Let's call it Showdown at the Hackled Orb Corral. Let's see how this girl takes down her prey without sticky web, without venom to help subdue its prey. This is episode 8, the last one in this series, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey, it's been a good series. Let's find out and recap some of the things this spider does with this orb web to get its prey onto the dinner table. So let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Pilgrim. Just thought I'd stop by and do a little chatting with you. And want to, first of all, get into this hackling business with the spider. And you know, the hackling spiders, or the Hackled Orb Weavers as they're sometimes called, It all has to do with three basic body parts. And we already took a look at how the hackling part works. It has a leg, this is the hind legs, and then a second hind leg, and the one hind leg kind of grabs over to the other one, and then they make this quick motion. And that motion with those two legs together, it's hydraulically controlled by the spider and its legs. It takes the fine fiber that comes out of the cribellum, which is that special weaving organ that has hundreds of thousands of little spigots that can turn on and off. And out of that comes the real fine little tiny fibers, what they call nanofibers. And that, with its regular 6 spinnerets that have these little fingers that can move around, it does a well-orchestrated procedure in taking those fine fiber strands, mixing them with some of the regular webbing, silk webbing that comes out of those spinnerets, the 6 spinnerets, knits them together and forms this unique hackled webbing. On the hind legs, you have the body part that's called the calamistrum. That's the comb. That's what combs through these fine fibers and makes them even fuzzier. And this process that this spider uses to make this hackled webbing is what entangles the insects whose little antenna, barbs on our legs, hairs, whatever, get entangled in this hackled webbing. And that is the first main defense, or offense, if you will, for the spider to capture prey in its web because of the nanofibers that get the entanglement process in insects that fly into or fall into the spider's web. Wait a minute. Come on. Easy, girl. Come on. Easy. Oh, my. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Now, I want to give you just a little quick reminder of these nanofibers, how tiny that actually is. Here's a little diagram I want you to take a look at. Now, when you look at that diagram, remember this. A human hair, one strand of human hair, is approximately 60,000 nanometers across in diameter. Now, one fiber of this orb weaver is only 10 to 20 nanometers. Now, if you were to look at this diagram, let's say that human hair is 60,000 nanometers. Those hard to see because the diagram is not to scale, but it would take 40 more pages of those 100 nanometer measurements for the fiber of the spider to compare to one human hair. So you get the idea. That fiber is really tiny, really thin, invisible to the naked eye. That's why when you watch it doing its orb weaving, hackling, you won't even see the little fine fibers that the spider's working with. Hold still here. That's good. You're all right. You're all right. Yeah, just a minute. Right. Yeah, sorry, my horse is getting a little anxious of sitting here too long. Probably like yourself. All right, let's move on. Outside with my dog, Miss Tansy. Morning, Miss Tansy. Give me 5. Thank you. And we're about to go check on our spider. But before I do that, I thought I would bring the girl something to eat. And it's called Bob's prey to go. Woohoo! Let's get some prey for my spider. Not too many flies in here this morning yet. Yeah, we got a couple. That'll have to work. Okay, here we come back to the bridge. Let's go find the girl. Hopefully bring her some breakfast. Yeah, here's the girl. All right, we got one fly in, right there. All right, I gave it my best try. Had prey in the web. She didn't go for it. She's on her own. Good luck. Happy hunting. I'm out of here. Miss Tansy, let's go home. And so I want to just refresh our memories that this spider, when it makes that violent movement, pulling and stretching those fibers of web across that cerebellum, it creates this static charge. Enough so that attracts an insect and holds it tight to the webbing as long as it's opposite charges. So that is our second way that this spider catches and holds its prey in its web without sticky, gluey substance. You know, I'm going to have to stop sliding around in this leather saddle. I think it's creating some static charging because I can feel the mane here on my horse starting to stand up on end. Wonder what would happen if I gave her a little pat on the side. You know, steadies my horse a little bit. Yeah, she gets a little rambunctious. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So I just give her a little pat here. Uh-oh. I smell burning horsehair. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Number 3. This is the third way this feather-legged spider keeps its prey in its web without being a sticky web. But it creates a sticky situation for any insect that comes into that web. You'll recall how on an insect there's a waxy coating on the exoskeleton of the insect. And that waxy covering protects the insect from bacteria or other things that would come into its body. So that is the third way this spider attracts and holds its prey in its web. Now, to demonstrate this, I have a little plate here, and on this plate is a little bit of baking soda. By itself, hey, no big deal. And I have a little bit of vinegar. By itself, no big deal. Okay, but if these two come together, well, let's see what might happen here. There's baking soda, add a little vinegar. Oh yeah, we get a chemical reaction. And that's exactly what happens when this waxy coating of the insect comes into contact with the spider's fiber-produced webbing. When those two come together, a chemical reaction takes place that binds those two things together into like a gluey substance that holds the insect fast to the spider's web. So, 3 unique ways that this spider is able to capture its prey and put it on the dinner table, if you will, that does work amazingly well, even without sticky, gluey substance that normal spiders use in their orb web. And now, if you'll just excuse me, I have a sunset to ride into. Happy trails. Just a minute, girl. Hold on. There we go. Oh, easy.